Hey friends, I just wanted to go a little bit more in depth to some of the components that I made on these beaded earrings that I did with Guess Wine tools. So I'm going to show you how I made each little beaded element. So I'm starting out with 3 pairs of pliers that I got from Guess Wine. I'm using a pair of chain nose pliers, so they have a flat, super narrow tip, which is really great for beading. They're item 1801221. I'm also using a pair of round nose pliers that also have a super fine tip, so that's also great for beading. Those are 1801222, and then a pair of Xuron snips to finish everything off, and those are 1810204. And then the pieces from Halstead that we're going to be using are a gold-filled head pin with a little ball at the end, so a ball pin, and that's GFP 2220. These super fun sparkle beads, GL4, and then a smaller seamless gold-filled bead, GF1030. So I'm going to show you how to put them all together to get that little element, and you can combine them in any way you want. You don't have to follow the pattern that I did. I'm just going to show you the technique of wrapping up here at the top so that you can do that yourself. So I'm starting with my ball pin, and I'm going to slide the beads on in the order that I want them to. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the chain nose pliers and I'm going to grip at the very tip right above my beads. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my wire over 90 degrees. I'm just going to bend it right over. Now I'm going to switch to my round nose pliers, and I'm going to grip them right in that little spot, and I'm going to bend it over halfway so it's still parallel. And now I'm going to reposition my pliers. I'm going to flip them so that they're at the top now, and I'm going to wrap that piece all the way around till it comes across my wire at a 90-degree angle, so it's perpendicular about. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my chain nose pliers and I'm going to grip that loop. This just adds a little bit of stability, and I'm going to wrap that tail all the way around the shaft of the ball pin until I have no room left. So there's no room left. It's all the way up there. And I'm going to use these nice flush snips with the flat side facing inwards. And I'm going to snip that as close as I can. And then I'm just going to take my chain nose pliers again and just squeeze that tail in. Just squeezed it in a little bit so that it's not sticking out and sharp anymore, and now it's nice and smooth. And so now I've got 2 elements. You can make a 3rd, 4th, 5th, however many you would like to add dangles, beaded elements, and this technique is not specific to these earrings. You can use it across the board for a ton of different things. I like to keep a longer head pin, so I've got a little extra here. I can save it and do something with it later, or send it in for refining and get money back, but I like to keep an extra long head pin because it makes it a lot easier to do that wrap. And it was super great doing it with my Guess Wine tools because The tips of these pliers are super nice and fine, so it allows me to get in and make really small loops and get in super close to my beads, which is really helpful because you can add it if you want, but if you want a more minimalist look, you're gonna want to be able to get super close. So I can do that with these, which is awesome. So let us know how you get on with it, and hopefully you'll be trying out this technique with your beaded items as well. All right, bye.